Hola from the west side. It is me, DC the Purple Diva, and welcome to Not So Random Chat. Happy Thursday, y'all. Happy Thursday. I am refreshed. I wasn't able to get on last night because I honestly was exhausted. Sometimes I don't sleep that well now that we've been in this corona situation. And rather than keep everybody in the house up along with me, I just endure endured it by myself the other night. But I am back tonight. I'm back tonight, y'all. I am back tonight. And I had a long day today for work as well. But since I actually got some sleep last night, maybe not as much as I want to, but I got a little bit, y'all. So it's all good. Yeah, it's Friday for you. It's not quite Friday for me, but it's almost Friday, lady. So this morning, I got on and did my Happy Thursday. And I did give a shout out to another content creator. It was a kind of sarcastic shout out, nonetheless, because said content creator is acting like the Gandhi of YouTube right now, which is hilarious to me. Hey, hey, Miss Mahogany. But it's Thursday now, thank God. But yeah, so y'all know, well, you may not know, but there was a YouTuber that allegedly committed suicide back in May. No need to feel sorry. Nobody died. Nobody committed suicide. It was all fake. So, said YouTuber is now back on YouTube and says that they didn't do that. Someone else put the rumor out there and they simply went along with it. And okay, if that's what you say. But it takes you 5 months to come back and tell the world that somebody faked you being you faked the suicide for you, and somebody else did all of this stuff. And she even says she has nothing against anyone, and she's going to be the Gandhi of YouTube now. That girl is a whole mess because in said video, which was on her other channel, it wasn't on her you know front channel. It was on one of her backup channels. Um, she was naming names. She was saying everybody's name in said video. Um, she said that she called one of the other YouTubers 2 days after the alleged suicide and told them she was still alive and that it was fake. She says that said YouTuber acted like they weren't them, even though she knows she dialed their number. Okay, I might believe that part. I might believe that part because the other YouTuber who she was talking about is kind of messy as well. But personally, I believe they were all in cahoots on this. Not saying everyone who reported it, but I'm saying her camp was all in cahoots on this. She didn't get the reaction that she wanted. And so she went off and sulked for a little while. And now she's back. And now she's saying she's she's woosah. She doesn't want any issues with anybody. Namaste. That's her saying, not mine. So okay. But I mean, she was naming people who don't even know, who had nothing to do with anything that had anything to do with her. That part. And because I'm not sure that everyone has seen that video, I'm not going to name the names of the people that were in the video. However, I will tell you who the YouTuber was who posted the video. It was Sansa Ray. But she posted it on one of her backup channels. I think it's the Queen of Goss, the Goddess of Drama or something. I don't know what the name of the daggone channel is. Something like that. And, I mean, I so I could give my commentary, I had to listen to the entire 50 minutes. And the funny thing is that I don't subscribe to none of this girl's channels, including this backup channel. But somehow this backup channel popped up in my recommended, in my algorithm. And I think it did because I know the people who she named in her 50-minute video. But girl, you don't even do it on your main channel. Now, your voice, I knew it was you. I mean, and you identified yourself in the video, and I guess people who actually follow you know about all your million channels. I guess it is. But said YouTuber, it appears, is about to be, what they call it? They call it, when they're roasting folk, they call it cooked. I guess they're getting ready to cook her. Because I've seen postings of the Last Supper in regards to said YouTuber. Hey, Tales of Tea, thank you for coming by. Tasha K, Lovely T. And she started naming smaller YouTubers. And I'm saying smaller in that they're smaller than Tasha K or Lovely T. But, she just, I mean, and in her, and in the title to the video, she put a couple of people, she put one person's government first name. Now, I knew who it was because that particular YouTuber has been doxxed. So everybody knows her first name. Matter of fact, I believe that she is the one who doxxed that YouTuber way back in the day. But anyway, this girl she owns some stuff. And y'all know she got an OnlyFans page. She has an OnlyFans page. But she supposedly is not going to be doing news on her OnlyFans page. She's just going to be talking, I guess. And then she said that Tommy Sotomayor also has a OnlyFans page. I think I remember somebody saying that he went and got one too. I ain't paying no OnlyFans to see these people on OnlyFans. I'm not paying a dime. But somebody obviously is. That's the thing. But she says she don't talk about nobody. That's cool, uppity. That's cool. She says she don't talk about nobody. And that she don't have no issue with nobody. You know, yet and still doing this 50-minute video, she, refers to women as female pregnant dogs. You know, and I already told you. But she's talking about that there should be sisterhood. Well, I mean, okay, sisterhood would mean you not doxing people on your WordPress site. And then, I don't know, you not then putting out this video today. Now, granted, yeah, okay. Some of the people that she talked about in this video have had something to say about her in the last couple of days. But they've had something to say about her in the last couple of days because she supposedly died back in May. And she resurrected herself. And we all knew that she was going to come back on live. Oh, and then somebody's telling me that she bought a lot of those fans. A lot of her supporters. What is this with people buying supporters? What is this with people buying subs? Is it, I mean, I don't get that part. But anyway, we'll see how long the Gandhi experience lasts. We'll see how long the Gandhi experience lasts. You know, because she was talking about how everybody's grown. Yeah, you guys are all grown. You haven't been, nobody was on any grown stuff about a whole bunch of stuff. You know? That, I mean, yeah, and your channel can get shut down if YouTube finds out that you bought subscribers. It's illegal to buy subscribers and then monetize your channel off of bought subscribers. And if YouTube finds out, they shut you down. So, I don't know. That was just a rumor in regards to her. But we do know that some other people's channels got shut down because I guess they really did buy subscribers, and that was part of the reason why their channel got shut down. So, I'd say if she really did buy her subscribers and it comes to YouTube's attention with valid information, not just the rumor mill on here, they'll shut her down. But, like many others, she's got multiple channels floating around here. So, shutting down one channel does not shut them all down. It doesn't. But I certainly hope that she really intends to be peaceful. But somehow I just don't see that. I just don't see that. And I don't see her not responding as the people who she named in her video start to talk about her again. But this is what she wanted. See? Because if you don't want people to talk about you, you don't do stuff to make them talk about you. And you certainly don't, I don't put up videos talking about sisterhood and then commits to calling people the B word as part of your commentary. But she's correct. Nobody on here knows anybody else, which is the crazy part about people doxing people and taking shiznick off of YouTube. I mean, she's not the only one that's out there doing this crazy stuff. She's just one of many. She chose to fake her own death. I don't care how you cut it, even if she isn't the one who originally put it out there. The fact that she allowed it to continue to go on for 5 freaking months, that means that you co-signed it. You co-signed it. And you can blame it on other people, but see, the reality is that you could have cleared up that rumor 5 freaking months ago. But you were off doing whatever you were doing, and you had people on your channel doing whatever they were doing, and yeah. And you say that your daughter did not confirm your death. I believe it. She didn't actually say that on your Facebook page. She just asked for privacy. So I get it. Your daughter didn't lie for you. Okay? But she didn't deny the rumor either, which fed into the situation. But I'm not blaming your daughter because this ain't about her. This about you created all of that. Nobody knows this chick. They don't know her. She don't know them. But she thinks she's very famous. Most of us only know of her in passing. The faking suicide made more people know about her. So she did get that attention. And when she came back to YouTube, resurrecting herself, that made more people know about her. That's what she wants, though. So, I just think the whole situation is quite laughable. And how you going to say you don't want people talking about you and you ain't never done nothing to these people, but then you get on here and just start talking, and then you put them in the title of your video. And I understand that they had put you in titles of their videos. But I can't believe all of these people are jealous of you, and you did nothing to any of these people. I don't believe that. I don't believe that, quote unquote, they were all bullying you and you didn't do some bullying back. I seen your WordPress. So, that's just, this is simply my opinion, And I'm old enough to be her mama. Actually, because I think she, just made 40? Yeah. I would have been a teenage mom, but nonetheless, I'm old enough to be this girl's mother. And seeing she's, quote unquote, from the DMV and from the exact same part of the you know, area that I'm from, by the time she was 1, I was gone. Because as soon as after my freshman year in college, I came to the West Coast and finished school out here. So, but the DMV that she grew up in and the DMV that I grew up in, I don't think that they're that different. You know? I don't think so. She says she has no mental issues. Okay, you have no mental issues. But then that makes it even worse. You know? That makes everything even worse. If there are no mental issues involved in the behaviors, then okay, then it's just you. But you saying you stood 10 toes down in all of your stuff, girl. And you're saying nobody else stood 10 toes down in their stuff. Well, some of them have. Some of them have. You know? I mean, and she really has a hatred for the Viper Pit and Bomb Cherry. I'm like, but according to what I know, you doxed Bomb Cherry. And my understanding is that you're the reason that there is a Viper Pit. You're the reason that there is a Viper Pit. That the Viper Pit came about because of you. So I guess you wouldn't like, but apparently it was about stuff you were doing to other people. And people just got tired of it. Got tired of being doxxed, tired of being bullied, tired of being lied on. And I'm not saying that everybody in the story is perfect, but I can say that 99% of them did not fake a suicide on YouTube. They didn't do a social media suicide. And you're not standing 10 toes down in that. Own it. If you did this, own it. Especially since you said there's no mental illness. I believe you. But then again, you could be a sociopath. And that's not mental illness. That's just a person who has no conscience. You know? I believe I'm with you on this, Mahogany. I am with you on that. Because, see, here's the thing. If other people had done this, like you say, then you would have immediately come back and shut it down. Immediately. It wouldn't have taken 5 months for you to come back. And see, the thing is that as soon as, it happened, people were calling foul. People were saying it was fake. They were saying it was fake. And they were saying, she's going to be back. She's going to be back. Watch. She's going to be back. This isn't real. This isn't real. That's why I always called it alleged. And what do you know? What do you know? You sure did come back. Now, I can't say that the 5 months that you were gone were drama free because, I mean, this is YouTube. And people found stuff to do. I mean, a lot of people walked in the house. They were just, so a lot of stuff happened. But I'm like, girl, there's so much more that you could have been doing if you really are about, empowering Black women, being about Black women, not tearing Black women down, yada, 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 not tearing women down, period. Because that's really what this is what you're saying. I'm just saying. And I mean, I've only, been actually putting content on my page for about the last year. And I mean, your name is kind of a unique name. So, I'd heard it here and there before, but, I knew who Lovely T and Tasha K and, a whole bunch of other people were because I followed them for years. And when your little fake situation rolled all the way up to Lovely T, and I was like, dang, if this is fake, this is going to be a bad situation when this chick comes back. 5 months later, we still in Corona. Okay. And I guess you weren't making money or you needed the money or whatever the case may be. Hey, Six Figures. I mean, but that video on your backup channel, chick, Sponsor Ray, you put the video on your back channel. You said Black Woman's Fears name like at least 5-10 times, but I guess you guys were friends, and I know a lot of people do know what her name is, but the other YouTuber's name that you put into your title, everybody doesn't necessarily know her name. And even though you didn't say her name during your video, you put it in your title. So, I mean, and like she was naming people all over Black YouTube, literally. She was naming women, content creators, big and small, and some of who she didn't know their names, but she knew the situation, and by her saying what the situation was, you knew who they were too. But yeah, she was on a little roll on her backup channel. We all hope she gets help, Lainey. We all hope she gets help. But I do know that all the people that she keeps naming, that she keeps saying stuff about in her videos and saying, I'm not going to talk about this person anymore. I'm not going to say anything about anybody. I don't have any issues with anybody. Okay. But you do. You do have issues with them. Hey, Treelyn. You do have issues with them. And I mean, in the whole video, the whole talk about sisterhood was a bunch of BS. Because you made it sound like everybody's done something to you and you did nothing to these people and nobody has receipts, but they actually do have receipts, Sansa Ray. They do. They got receipts. You know, so. And while you weren't on YouTube, they were showing some of those receipts. I guess they're going to show more now that you're back. It's just sad that she's doing it, that she did that. And here's the thing. All of the things that were going on in her life during the time that she's been on YouTube were things that she could have utilized for her YouTube channel and just been about her business. F anybody who's coming at me and just keep it moving. But that's not what she did. She would go get people's offline information because she was giving all of her information. So I don't understand. People can only know generally what you tell them online, you know, and what you show them online. And if you are being your authentic self, then there shouldn't be any issues, right? Right. There shouldn't be, you know. Hey, Johnny. What is Johnny saying? Okay. I'm not sure I know who you are. I'm not sure. I think Johnny, are you a troll? Hey, Tutu Thing Thing. I just had to say what I had to say about that girl. Because after I watched that thing this morning, I was just like, girl. And she's posted other stuff since then, you know. She's posted all the time now. She posts the stuff. She'll leave it. She leaves things up. And she says she's going to private everything to members only. But I don't know. So far, I haven't seen her private too much. Probably because, I don't know, maybe she doesn't have a whole bunch of members. Maybe she doesn't have as many members as she wants. I don't know. Or maybe nobody's willing to pay. I don't know. But in other news, did you guys also hear about the 2 town halls that happened tonight? One with Mr. Trump, one with Mr. Biden. Yep. They both are going after the quote unquote undecided voters. Who is still undecided at this point? Who are these people who haven't made up their minds less than 30 days from the election? I mean, who are these fictitious people? I don't believe they exist. Now, maybe there are people who haven't decided whether they're going to vote. That part I might believe. That maybe these are the people who haven't decided if they're going to vote, and you're trying to get them to vote, and you're trying to get them to vote for you. Now, I heard, because I didn't watch either one of them, because I'm sorry, y'all. After that circus, I couldn't do it again. tonight. I was working, making money. That's what I was doing. But I heard that there was supposed to be a choir or something, or some singer, a choir of kids or people with developmental disabilities singing at the Biden town hall. That's what I heard. Did anybody see it? Does anybody know if that's true? Is one of these candidates trying to pull at the heartstrings of parents with kids with special needs? Is somebody trying to pull at our heartstrings? I'm gonna go check and see. Yeah, I heard that earlier today that was supposed to. I was in somebody else's chat and I heard that. Thanks, Miss Mahogany. I knew that was a troll. Radioactive. What was he talking about? So yeah, I don't know if that happened today, but supposedly that happened today during the town hall. At the beginning of the town hall, he had them sing a song or something. I'm gonna look online because I'm sure it'll be online because I'm sure by tomorrow both of those town halls will be on online. I saw bites of each one of them though. Yeah, well, as soon as he started talking, I'm like, oh, that's why I said, are you a troll? Now, see, I've had trolls come in here um, about all kinds of things. It doesn't matter what I'm talking about. Trolls will come in. I was in here talking about, I think one time I was talking about flat earthers and trying to understand why they are flat earthers. And I started getting flat earther trolls in my chat. Now, I actually happen to have some YouTube friends who are flat earthers, but they happen to be able to have an intelligent conversation with you in saying their points. I'm not of the flat earther belief, you know. The flat earthers also believe that we've never been to outer space, no one's ever landed on the moon, and that the pictures that we see of the earth and outer space are not real. That's part of what flat earthers believe. And it's funny. Truly and truth, I don't I know that you may be one of the people that is a friend that is a flat earther, and I'm saying what I'm saying is that I know people on here that are flat earthers, but like I said, you can have an intelligent conversation about it. But I'm simply talking about some of the things that flat earthers believe. Because I do have friends that are flat earthers. I'm not. I'm not a flat earther because I can't believe that the Earth is flat and it's one side. I don't know. In the flat earther thing, it's all it's the everything on one side of the sphere and nothing on the other side, or is half of it on one side of the sphere and the other half on the other side of the sphere? I'm asking the question because I have no idea how it works. Hey, Jack. Yeah, but that guy was in here talking about radioactive. He was on some other stuff. Oh, so you guys don't believe that the Earth spins, and okay? So you're not one of the spear flat earthers. See, that's what I'm talking about. Within the flat earthers, there are varying beliefs about the planet, about the solar system, about the universe. Yeah, I don't know, but see, to me, that could be more of maybe the Earth is bigger than we think it is, or maybe when we're trying to look at the horizon and stuff. I don't know. But how do flat earthers explain ships coming over the horizon? Yeah, I understand what you're saying, Treeland Truth. I understand. And like I said, since I've never been to outer space, I don't know if the Earth is a sphere, it's flat or not. I just believe that it's not. But I know that there are some flat earthers that will argue you down on this. When it's like, let's just agree to disagree. Somehow, some way, gravity is keeping us all on the ground, and nobody has fallen off the edge of the planet if it is flat. I'm just saying. Yeah, but the thing is that we've always the a lot of people in the world have always believed that it was not flat. Now I know certain parts of the world believed it, but here's the thing: Africa, the continent, I don't, for the most part, they never really believed that it was flat. It was more of a European belief that the Earth was flat originally. Originally, and that's what I know historically about it. I could be wrong, but that's what I know about it. Oh, did Terry come in? Hey, Terry. I'm so busy talking. Hey, Terry. I missed you. Sorry. I mean, like, isn't that isn't the isn't the isn't that astrophysicist? What's his name? Neil Neil, whatever his last name is. Isn't he a flat earther too? Neil deGrasse. Isn't he a flat earther? Somebody told me I think he is a flat earther. You tired too, think. Y'all, last night I wouldn't have made it more than 15 minutes. I was already fallen asleep at 9 o'clock last night because I never went to sleep on Tuesday. I couldn't sleep. I was up all night. And so I binge watched this show on Netflix called The Haunting of Bly. I think it's The Haunting of Bly. I think that's the name of it. It's an English thriller. It's not scary. So it's like thriller. It was really good actually. Let me see if it no matter. How do flat earthers explain the outer space photos of the earth showing it? I was asking that. But they don't believe the photos are real, Terry. My understanding is from from some of the flat earthers that I know that we never went to the moon, that we haven't really been out to outer space. So I don't know I don't know where these rockets are going, I guess, if they're not going to outer space. And that the pictures from outer space are manufactured. And that they did the moon landing in a film studio. This is what I've been told. I mean, and you'll see similar things on YouTube. But I had people who actually told me this because I'm willing to have a conversation about it. I mean, in reality, since I've never been to outer space, I'm I'm believing that it's not flat. I have a hard time believing that it is. But I'm willing to listen to what people who think it is flat believe to have an understanding. Because at one point, half the world thought that the world was flat. All of them say CGI on them. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, you have to be careful. So, so then, so the hidden figures like Katherine Jackson, who were giving them all of this computation to get to the moon and everything, or to go to outer space, or to do all of that stuff. See, now we're gonna get real deep because we're going into NASA, and we know that we know from the hidden figures, so were they all in on the conspiracy as well? I'm just wondering. People like Katherine Jackson, and the other women that worked with her at NASA on the space program. Were all of these people in on the conspiracy as well, or was it just the higher ups that knew what was really going on? A bank threat? I'm reading what you guys are saying. Yep, it was a good movie. So that would mean that everyone that worked at NASA with certain levels of clearance would have been part of the conspiracy then. And then that would also mean that the USSR, because that's what they were at the time, the Soviet Union, was also part of that conspiracy theory. Because, I mean, every country that was sending or attempting to do space programs would have to be part of the whole conspiracy, and including everyone who supposedly goes up to the space station and stays up there for a year. All of those people also have to be part of this conspiracy. So that means that there's a couple thousand people currently living, and there's been, several thousand people in every decade that were part of this conspiracy. I'm not being funny, I'm being serious. If in fact the earth is flat, then there are a huge number of people who are involved in keeping us in the dark about that. Because now here's my question. So if the earth is flat, and if we all started to believe that and accepted that, what would happen? Would there be a world panic? Because was there a world panic back in the 14 and 1500s, in the 1300s, when they believed that it was flat? I don't even think they thought about it then. But I'm just saying, because we have planes that go up in the air, we have people that live at the South Pole on the continent of Antarctica. So I'm just saying, there's a lot that goes into keeping it covered up, if in fact our planet is actually flat. And then if our planet is flat, are all the planets flat? Do we believe that they all are flat, or do flat earthers only concern themselves with this world and not other worlds? Well, that's what Terry Lynn said, that it doesn't spin. There are no permanent residents on Antarctica, and you can't go there because of the wall. What wall? What wall? What wall is in Antarctica? I know that there are scientists that are there. Nobody's there permanently, no, but people go there and live and work there for like months. There's an ice wall. Okay. I don't know because I've never been to Antarctica. Are you talking about like the glaciers? Or are you talking about a real wall of ice? Oh, if I tried to go to Antarctica, they wouldn't let you go. Mm-hmm. I don't really like the cold that much. Enough for me to want to go someplace that's as cold as Antarctica is supposed to be. So I'm, you know, but I've always wanted to see the Northern Lights. So I I want to go to Alaska to visit so I can see the Northern Lights. My sister's been to Alaska, so she's seen the Northern Lights, but I've never been. I would like to see the Northern Lights, but I'm not trying to go to the North Pole either. Antarctica goes around all Earth's land and water. I don't know what that means, Carolyn. Well, we know, well, yeah, some weather is created. We know about that because, we see the chemtrails and you see, and people are able to videotape, where they can see, where you can see clouds being manufactured. I mean, I know that they can probably change the weather. HAARP. Okay. I know, Cass. Hey, Cass, you have you seen my did you see my video that I put up, that 1.5 minute video this morning? I was referring to a video that I saw on Sansare's backup channel. I can't remember the name of the channel, but she did a video last night on that channel about, and the title names several YouTubers. And then she goes on and talks about other YouTubers in her actual video. Hey, underrated darkness. She talks about a bunch of YouTubers. And interestingly enough, Cass, she says something about you, but she doesn't name you by name. But I do think she does name your friend. Yeah, your name wasn't mentioned. Simply your lawsuit was mentioned. That's how you were mentioned. So, you know, I don't want you to give up 55 minutes of your life to go listen to the video, but yeah, I just wanted you to know that somehow you got pulled into that because, you know, she was talking about somebody else. But yeah, no, we were actually talking about flat earth, about, you know, the earth being flat versus round. And and one of my friends in the chat is a flat earther. So I was asking some questions, you know, seeing as I've never been to outer space. I just am trying to understand how it works if, in fact, the earth is flat versus round. You know, how they explain gravity, how the continents are really arranged, you know. And if in fact that's the case, then there's a whole lot of people in on this conspiracy, including everybody who's ever worked at NASA on the space program. And that would include the hidden figures. You know, all those ladies that were the computers back before they had the computers. So it means all of these people have been part of the conspiracy, including the people who worked on space programs in other countries. Everybody is part of that conspiracy. No, I mean, but that's why I'm asking the questions, Carolyn, Treeland. That's why I'm asking the questions because I'm I'm playing devil's advocate, so to speak. I'm not going to go and entertain that conversation. I hear you. I hear you. Underrated. I mean, I'm. It's not my. What I believe is not about to change, but I can have a discussion because it. I'm curious to know why people believe that. You know, and I mean, there are very people who are extremely intelligent. That's why I was saying Neil deGrasse, the astrophysicist. I believe he is a flat earther as well. So, you know, but hey, if the earth is actually flat and not round, then this is the biggest, you know, hoax that has been played on the world for centuries. For centuries. But you see, you know, that's what I'm saying. When they discovered, you know, this continent that I happen to be on and you happen to be on, and then South America, they they didn't even. It's like even though these were inhabited lands, Europe didn't know they existed. So as far as they were concerned, you know, you fell off the earth if you went too far in the Atlantic Ocean at one point. So when so if So like when people have sailed around the world, how have they been able to do that if the earth is flat? Because I know there've been several people who have successfully gone around the world, or at least that's what we've been led to think. Y'all know I'm a nerdy girl, so I'm gonna, you know, I'm gonna entertain this for a little while tonight. I mean, that's a legitimate question to ask. If the earth is flat, what about these people who have sailed around the world? So the people who sailed around the world, faked sailing around the world, or and they had a lot of help doing it, is what you're telling me. Okay. But I mean, this is an interesting conversation, Treelin. It is. I mean, it is. I mean, this is an interesting conversation. This, and I'm not even, this is an interesting conversation. Just like, hey, if people can believe that aliens came here and built the pyramids and we did not, and black people did not build those pyramids, and that's the thing, Africans thought that the world was round at that point in time, and there is evidence that people from the continent of Africa had come to this continent and to South America prior to, you know, thousands of years ago. And not all of Europe believed that the earth was flat either, because the Norse did not believe that. So everybody has not always believed that the earth was round, but everybody has not always but it wasn't all of Europe that thought that it was flat when that was, you know, the world theory. So, I'm just putting it out there. Just putting it out there. Because I'm like, so did we think that only our planet is flat and that the other ones actually are round? Y'all, while I'm talking to y'all, I am literally looking at my TV set, and they had a socially distancing concert in Oklahoma. A group did a socially distancing concert, and everybody was their fans were in plastic bubbles. That's crazy. Please make a video, Carolyn. I'll come look at it. I'm just curious. But I mean, the questions that I'm asking you are I think are legitimate questions. You know, And I'm not, here's the thing. We don't know. We really don't know. Y'all could be right. We could be right. But, you know, like I said, I will definitely come and see that video. I watched flat earther videos. Now some of them are a little, you know, shaky, but a lot of you guys have solid arguments for why you believe what you believe. I will say that. Take out my camera and zoom in. I'm gonna have to do that when ships start actually sailing places again. There aren't any cruises going on. The cruising industry has tanked right now. But yeah, I'm gonna have to do that, Treeland. All right, you guys, I'm gonna come on camera because I've been on here for more than an hour. Y'all know how I am. But I'm gonna wait till my son comes in. Come on and sit down over here with me because you're not gonna knock me off the picture. I know how you do. Y'all know, y'all get to see my son. He still has this nice clean look. He is looking good. He don't look like he's been sitting in the house for months. Hey guys. There we go. See, now you can see us both.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
I love you.
I love you. Okay.
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 Yeah, he rubs foreheads. That's how he kisses me. Yeah. For those of you who do not know, my son is an adult on the autism spectrum. He will be 25 this month. But I definitely look forward to seeing that video, Treeland. Oh, girl. Don't get like that. It was a very good conversation, I think. But I will see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully I won't get on here first thing in the morning with a video like I did this morning. But you know what? I had to say what I had to say. YouTube Gandhi. That's what it sounds like to me. We'll see though. We'll see. All right, you guys, I'm out. Peace and blessings from the west side. Or I'll tell y'all too. Namaste. Namaste. Y'all know I see it's getting late and I'm about to start getting petty. But I think I have said enough about the resurrected YouTuber for tonight. But I told y'all it's about to get crazy for her. Cause that video that she put out, she's asking for smoke. She's asking for smoke. And she's gonna get it, y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.